Dave Weiss here for the Glue Bomb Show. Well, today I've got an interesting conundrum for you. Okay, I'm a big fan of the Plastic Posse Podcast. I love that podcast. I listen to it faithfully every week. It's great to listen to these guys talk models. And last year they did a group build on a tank, and I thought I wasn't quite up to that yet. But this year, right after the IPMS International Plastic Model Society convention, they shared about their group build for next year. And it is something called Maschinen Krieger. Maschinen Krieger is German. I think, as far as I understand, it means war machines. And these are basically robots and battle bots and things like that, but they're very uniquely styled. And so I had this idea that I wanted to participate. And of course, I looked these up online, and they're quite pricey. And I wasn't sure that I could afford it. I don't think I'm going to get to make it to the IPMS Nationals next year in San Marcos. I'm not really a contest builder, but these guys build such great stuff that I really wanted to get in so I could really get some input and feedback on my building, right? So I decided to join the group, and I thought I'll find something. So I went on eBay, and I found this little kit. I didn't realize how little, that I would be able to build for a reasonable price and probably make something pretty cool out of it, and at the very least try to send it along to be part of the group display. The eBay seller said it was Maschinen Krieger. It looked very much like all the Maschinen Krieger stuff, so I picked it up. It came in a box this size. I thought, well, that's not too tiny. And I opened the box up to find that it actually comes in a box this size. Now, this is 1/35 scale, so I knew it wasn't going to be huge, but I wasn't quite aware it would be this small. Still, that's okay, right? Little things sometimes are easier to build. And this is not an original kit. I know this is a casting. This is something someone made up, and I'm like, well, it's Maschinen Krieger, so I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to do it. So I got it. It's a resin kit. This will be my first build of a resin kit. So basically, this is the main part of the bike. It's a one-wheeled bike is what it is. And so this is the main part. It also has two little springs in here. These are, again, fairly tiny. These are for some kind of exhaust port on here. I have never built resin before, so there's a lot of learning things in here. And then we have a few extraneous parts. And basically, these are the body parts of the rider. And a few other odds and ends, looks like saddlebags, but mainly it's the body parts of the rider. Now, I'm looking forward to putting this together. And I want to do this well and do it right? Because this is going to be my first thing I've ever sent to a contest. And so I went over, I posted my picture, and everything was great. And I decided to really start digging in, and I wanted to get some reference photos so I had some idea what this kit was. And it was then that I found my problem. I couldn't find this one-wheeled bike in any of the Maschinen Krieger stuff. Other than eBay, it's not in any of the Maschinen Krieger stuff. So finally, I posted another question to the group. I love that you can post questions to the group. And the question was very simply this: is this Maschinen Krieger? Well, there's an expert on there, and this guy is a guy whose work I have seen many times. He goes by Maschinen Krieger because his last name is Krieger. And he explained that this was not actually a Maschinen Krieger kit. It's actually something called junk tank rock that a person who was really into Maschinen Krieger decided to do, a person from Japan. They were cast resin pieces. It's a nice piece. It fits the aesthetic, but it's not actually a Maschinen Krieger kit. So it's still up in the air whether or not this will be able to be part of this group build. But I'm going to build it. I'm going to build it. I even have this idea of how I'm going to build it. What I want to do is I want to have it that is sort of jumping through the air. and that there will be a nice little base around it. Just a little vignette. I'm not going to go crazy, but I just want to have it jumping through the air as if the rider is hanging on for dear life. That's my goal. So we'll see what happens. Why do I share this story? Mainly for this. Do your research. Okay? Do your research. What I wanted was a Maschinen Krieger kit. So there would be no question about whether or not I would be able to be in this group build. But I also wanted something that I'm not sure is possible. An inexpensive Maschinen Krieger kit. Now, again, inexpensive varies between people. And I realize that, but this is the Glue Bomb Show. On the Glue Bomb Show, I try to keep things on budget. I try to use materials that any builder anywhere can find and just try to do my very best with them. That's what I'm going to do with this kit. I'm going to have fun with it. That's good because model building is supposed to be fun. But we'll see what happens. So I'm going to ask you to sort of follow me along in the journey as I build this maybe 3-inch little bike. And let's see what I can do with it. Because it doesn't have to be huge to be fun. All right, I hope you like these episodes. If you do, please subscribe and click the bell so that you know when I put new stuff up. And then also make sure that you share these things with your friends. Let's build a base on this. I'm really trying to share some unique and different stuff. I'm reviewing kits, and it's the stuff I build. It's the stuff I like to build. So if you're into that, if you like the stuff that I do, please share my stuff with others, all right? That's all we have for today. Again, remember, model building is supposed to be fun, so have fun. Keep on building.